Let's talk about the top fire Pokémon. Follow me!
Charizard is a powerful dragon-like Pokémon with blazing wings and a tail flame that glows hotter when it gets excited. It comes from a rugged world of mountains and storms, where flying through harsh winds is part of its daily life. Charizard is bold and competitive, always ready to prove its strength in the sky. In battle, its greatest advantage is its fiery breath, though it can lose focus if it tries to show off too much. Charizard uses attacks like Flamethrower and Fire Spin to overwhelm opponents with speed and heat. It respects trainers who lead with strategy and determination rather than loud words. Despite its fierce appearance, Charizard is loyal and protective toward those who earn its trust. 5-second challenge! Can you like and subscribe in just 5 seconds? Go! If you did it, write "Don't" in the comments. Blaziken is a fierce, humanoid Pokémon with blazing feathers and long legs built for fast, powerful kicks. It comes from a lively region where fiery battles are a common way to test strength and skill. Blaziken is intense and determined, always pushing itself to improve rather than waiting for luck. In battle, its main strength is its incredible speed, though it sometimes struggles against opponents who can keep their distance. Blaziken uses moves like Blaze Kick and Sky Uppercut to strike with precision and style. It respects fighters who show courage even when the odds aren't great. Blaziken's flame burns brightest when it feels motivated, turning every fight into a dramatic show of skill and heart. Incineroar is a muscular, tiger-like Pokémon with flaming fur around its waist that looks like a ring of fire. It comes from a tough environment where strength and showmanship matter just as much as winning. Incineroar has a bold personality and often acts like a champion even when nobody is watching. In battle, its main strength is raw power, though it can get reckless if it gets carried away by excitement. Incineroar uses moves like Darkest Lariat and Fire Punch to strike fast and hit hard. It respects opponents who fight honestly, rather than using tricks to get ahead. Incineroar might look fierce and intimidating, but it has a sense of pride that keeps it loyal to those it considers allies. Heatran is a heavy, volcanic Pokémon with metal-like armor and glowing cracks that hint at the heat inside its body. It comes from molten caves deep beneath the earth, where lava flows like rivers and the ground never cools. Heatran is stubborn and territorial, always ready to defend its home from anyone who wanders too close. In battle, its main strength is endurance, though it can struggle with fast opponents who avoid direct hits. Heatran uses moves like Magma Storm and Lava Plume to trap enemies and wear them down with scorching heat. It respects strength, shown through patience rather than loud bragging. Despite its intimidating look, Heatran is guided by instinct and a steady sense of duty to protect its fiery domain. Ho-Oh is a majestic, phoenix-like Pokémon with radiant feathers that shimmer in sunlight. It comes from ancient skies, where legends speak of it soaring across continents with brilliant wings. Ho-Oh is calm and noble, treating every battle as a test of honor rather than a simple fight. Its greatest strength is its resilience, though it can hesitate when facing opponents driven purely by aggression. Ho-Oh uses moves like Sacred Fire and Brave Bird to strike with both power and elegance. It admires rivals who show courage and a strong spirit, no matter how small they seem. Ho-Oh's presence often leaves sparks of hope behind, as if its very flight changes the air around it. Groudon is a massive, dinosaur-like Pokémon, covered in heavy red armor with sharp claws built for powerful strikes. It comes from deep underground, where it once shaped the land and created new terrain with its steps. Groudon is stubborn and confident, often acting like it owns every piece of earth it touches. In battle, its biggest strength is overwhelming physical power, though it can struggle if opponents keep moving and avoid its attacks. Groudon uses moves like Earthquake and Solar Beam to shake the ground and blast enemies with intense energy. It respects challengers who stand strong instead of running away. Even when calm, Groudon feels like a natural force, as if the world shifts slightly wherever it walks. Cinderace is an athletic, rabbit-like Pokémon with fiery ears and long legs built for quick, explosive kicks. It comes from lively fields where running, jumping, and training never really stop. Cinderace is confident and energetic, often turning any battle into a fast-paced performance. Its biggest strength is incredible speed, though it sometimes loses focus when it gets too excited. Cinderace uses moves like Pyro Ball and High Jump Kick to strike with precision while keeping opponents on edge. It enjoys battles where both sides rely on skill rather than brute force. Even after a victory, Cinderace stays active, always ready for the next challenge around the corner. Talonflame is a sleek, fiery bird Pokémon with sharp wings designed for fast dives and powerful strikes. It comes from high cliffs where strong winds shape those who learn to fly. Talonflame is fearless and competitive, always eager to prove itself in the sky. Its greatest strength is unmatched speed, though it can struggle when forced to fight on the ground. Talonflame uses moves like Brave Bird and Flare Blitz to hit opponents with blazing speed before they can react. It respects rivals who show courage rather than hesitation. Even in calm moments, Talonflame carries a fierce energy, as if a burning wind follows it wherever it goes. Victini is a small, rabbit-like Pokémon with big blue eyes and a bright V-shaped crest that gives it a cheerful look. It comes from peaceful places where energy flows freely, and every creature seeks calm rather than conflict. Victini is optimistic and playful, often trying to turn battles into fun challenges instead of serious fights. Its greatest strength is unusual luck and energy, though it can be overwhelmed by stronger opponents if it isn't careful. Victini uses moves like Victory Star and Searing Shot to boost its power and surprise enemies with bursts of heat. It enjoys facing opponents who bring creativity and spirit, not just brute strength. Victini stores a large amount of energy inside its small body, allowing it to keep fighting longer than most Pokémon its size. Reshiram is a majestic, white dragon Pokémon with elegant wings and a tail that burns with intense, blue-white flames. It comes from ancient lands where myths speak of powerful beings shaping the world with fire and truth. Reshiram is calm and wise, often entering battles only when it believes its strength is truly needed. Its greatest advantage is overwhelming special power, though it can struggle against opponents who resist fire-based attacks. Reshiram uses moves like Blue Flare and Fusion Flare to unleash blasts of heat, capable of overwhelming even sturdy defenses. It prefers opponents who fight with intention and strategy rather than random aggression. Reshiram is able to channel vast amounts of energy through its tail, allowing it to maintain powerful attacks for longer periods without losing control. Volcarona is a large, moth-like Pokémon with fiery orange wings that move like burning petals in the wind. It comes from harsh, sun-scorched regions where heat shapes everything that survives. Volcarona is calm but watchful, entering battles only when it feels threatened or challenged. Its greatest strength is powerful special attacks, though it can be vulnerable to sudden strikes due to its light body. Volcarona uses moves like Fiery Dance and Bug Buzz to overwhelm opponents with heat and buzzing energy. It is drawn to opponents who fight with patience and precision rather than wild aggression. Volcarona stores heat within its wings, allowing it to build power over time and become more dangerous the longer a battle lasts. Arcanine is a large, wolf-like Pokémon with a mane of bright fur and a proud, confident stance. It comes from wide open lands, where running long distances is a part of everyday life. Arcanine is brave and loyal, always ready to step in when it senses danger or challenge. Its greatest strength is powerful physical attacks, though it can struggle against opponents who use tricks or unpredictable strategies. Arcanine uses moves like Flare Blitz and Extreme Speed to strike fast and hit hard before its opponent can react. It prefers battles where strength and courage matter more than intimidation. Arcanine's strong legs and sturdy body allow it to keep moving at high speed, making it difficult to outrun or outlast in a long fight. Skeledirge is a large, crocodile-like Pokémon with bone patterns on its body and flames that burn around its head like a crown. It comes from warm, wild regions where strong voices and loud calls signal dominance. Skeledirge is calm and stoic, rarely rushing into battle without thinking. Its biggest strength is powerful special attacks, though its slow speed can make it vulnerable to quick opponents. Skeledirge uses moves like Torch Song and Shadow Ball to damage enemies while boosting its own power. It respects fighters who rely on patience and planning rather than constant aggression. Skeledirge can keep its flames burning steadily for a long time, allowing it to control battles with slow, overwhelming pressure. Ceruledge is a sleek, armored Pokémon with glowing blue flames and blade-like arms designed for quick slashes. It comes from shadowy places where silence and stealth are more valuable than loud strength. Ceruledge is serious and focused, rarely wasting time on unnecessary movements. Its biggest strength is fast physical attacks, though its defense can suffer if it takes too many hits. Ceruledge uses moves like Bitter Blade and Shadow Sneak to damage opponents while recovering some of its own energy. It prefers battles where precise timing matters more than brute force. Ceruledge learns quickly from every fight, becoming sharper and more efficient each time it enters battle. Entei is a large, lion-like Pokémon with a thick mane and a constant plume of smoke trailing behind it. It comes from remote, volcanic regions where heat and ash shape everything that lives there. Entei is serious and proud, entering battles only when it sees a worthy challenge. Its greatest strength is powerful fire-based attacks, though it can struggle against opponents who resist special damage. Entei uses moves like Sacred Fire and Extreme Speed to overwhelm foes with a mix of heat and sudden bursts of motion. It respects opponents who stand firm rather than backing down. Entei's body generates intense heat, allowing it to release flames strong enough to scorch the ground with every attack. Moltres is a large, fiery bird, Pokémon with wings covered in burning flames that trail behind it as it flies. It comes from remote mountains where harsh winds and heat make flight a challenge. Moltres is fierce and determined, rarely backing down once a battle has begun. Its greatest strength is powerful fire-based attacks, though it can struggle against fast opponents who dodge and counter. Moltres uses moves like Flamethrower and Hurricane to attack with both heat and violent wind. It respects rivals who fight with courage instead of fear. Moltres can spread heat across wide areas, turning the air around it blisteringly hot during intense battles. Typhlosion is a stocky, badger-like Pokémon with flames that erupt from its back when it gets fired up. It comes from rugged regions where survival depends on toughness and quick reactions. Typhlosion is bold and unpredictable, often switching between calm confidence and explosive aggression. Its greatest strength is powerful fire-based attacks, though its defense can falter if it takes too much direct damage. Typhlosion uses moves like Eruption and Flamethrower to unleash intense heat that overwhelms opponents quickly. It enjoys battles where speed and pressure decide the outcome rather than slow, drawn-out fights. Typhlosion's flame temperature rises rapidly, allowing it to boost its power dramatically when the battle starts to escalate. Who is this character? Write your answer in the comments and don't forget to like the video. Thanks for watching!